there. Today we are out here at the river, the Neuse River at the Greenway in Smithfield. And if you didn't know there was a Greenway, you've got to check this out because it's absolutely beautiful. But it got me thinking that I want to talk a little bit about floodplains in North Carolina. And when you are buying a house, you really should have your agent check to see if you're in the floodplain. And if you're selling a house and you know you're in the floodplain, you are obligated to disclose that to buyers. Now, it's not the end of the world, especially if that floodplain is just a little bit on the property, not right up to the house, you're probably going to be okay. I'm going to give you an example about this. If you see this river here, the Neuse River up here, this river runs through southeastern North Carolina. I don't even know where it starts. It may start all the way in the mountains. I don't know. But anyway, it is common that it floods when we have a whole lot of rain, a big storm, whether it's a hurricane or a lot of rain in a short period of time, it will raise to flood stage. When Hurricane Matthew came through, several of my neighbors' houses were actually flooded. Like the water came all the way up to their house and in their crawl spaces. And this happened to the two houses right next door to me, but it didn't get mine. And it sparked me to look. I thought, I want to know where the flood zones are. So I pulled up. I had done this when I was a kid, but I mean, when I was a kid in real estate, I had done this, but I hadn't really done it since then. So I pulled up the maps, and lo and behold, exactly where the water went is the exact path that the FEMA floodplain called the 500-year flood. Sorry, it was the 100-year. Nope, it was the 500-year flood. It was a big one. It was a really big one. And so I just thought it was so interesting that they nailed it. So that's why I say, if you're going to buy a house, make sure your realtor pulls up the floodplains and make sure that your house is safe from that area. Again, it could still flood, but your chances are going to be much greater if you're in that area and a little bit less if you're not in that area.